Welcome to a new daily top AskReddit video. Today's topic:
what cheap, terrible holiday bonuses are people starting to receive from work this year? Boss sent out a $10 Starbucks gift card the day he laid off 10% of our staff. It's not a layoff, it's a coffee break, is now a banned phrase on Teams, Slack. I'm giving out layoffs and lattes today and I'm all out of lattes. Work in sales, top performing team. Entire team got the same book on how to be a better at sales. We are supposed to read this book on our downtime, whenever that is, and then management wants to go over the book chapter by chapter in our weekly team meetings. This gift was not well received on the team. There's been talk about sending management a book on effective leadership or management for dummies. I second sending management an idiot's guide to management. Send them Michael Scott's book, Somehow I Manage. I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory and one year they gave everyone a cheesecake from Costco. OMG new. This one takes the cake LMAO. We got a digital cake. As in a clip inserted into an email as a thank you. There's a grocery store across the street. A picture of a cake? Question mark. Am I reading this correctly? Not even a pic. An image. People are getting bonuses. Yeah, what's a bonus? It's where they lay off staff with no intention of backfilling. And you get rewarded with additional work and the pat on the back. Good job not being let go. But we can't afford bonuses this year or next. We get a mandatory work party which will cost each of us $25. This thread is making me hate my company less. Real talk, if I had a mandatory work party for which I had to pay, I would set the building on fire. If it's mandatory, you should clock in and out and be paid for it. I would report it to the State Department of Labor for forcing you to attend and also forcing you to pay for it. That's essentially time and wage theft. Making a party mandatory and making someone pay to attend is literally just theft at this point. 1 year work bought everyone a ham. Didn't matter if you couldn't eat ham. They were delivered to your desk midday. There was not enough room in our fridge to store them all. It was weird. Every year prior to that we got cash. My freshman year of college, my buddy, who was going to school close to home, hooked us up with a job over the Christmas break as security guards. Basically we were temps covering for the college kids who went home for the holidays. The supervisor met us there and spent about 45 minutes showing us how to arm the alarms at night. Document stuff in the logbook and a few other things. Then he left. The place was having an on-site company Christmas party at the time. A little while later a woman came and asked us if we had gotten our Christmas presents yet, to which we said we hadn't. A few minutes later she came back and gave each of us a frozen turkey, a boxed up fruitcake, a liter of rum and 2 bottles of wine in a wooden gift case. We had worked there for about an hour and a half at that point. Did you reply with, seriously, that's it? For all my dedication to this company, then walk away disappointed? This was cause someone had a friend in the ham business. Tom Shane does ham too. We got told we were getting nothing. And the management excuse was, well, not everyone celebrates Christmas, so it wouldn't be fair. My colleague hit the nail on the head. I've never heard diversity weaponized until I heard that. It's an end of year bonus. The year is still going to end for everyone. At a place I used to work, we had quarterly bonuses based on individual performance, but an additional company performance bonus. Usually an additional $1,000, $5,000 bonus check. For Christmas. 1 year, we had exploded with growth and our sales had literally doubled from the previous year. My owner was super excited to hand me a fat padded envelope with my bonus in it before he and his wife left for the month to head to Aruba. I opened it in my car before I headed home, and inside was a Shun folding steak knife. Apparently, it was so I could carry my own steak knife to all the fancy restaurant dinners I was going to be having. Handing you a knife while bilking you out of your bonus was a ballsy move. I mean, he did immediately flee the country. It's bad luck to gift someone knives unless you attach a penny or other coin to it. Otherwise, it symbolizes the severing of the relationship between the gifter and the giftee in this case. The severing of all fucks given about your company when you open this gift. It's funny you mention that because it was around the time I mentally began checking out. I was handed a stack of holiday cards and told to sign all of them. Once I was done I was told I was the last one to sign so I could choose mine. Really felt the thoughtfulness of 20 people rapidly signing cards. I had a coworker who had a rubber stamp made that said, warmest personal regards. Quote, that he used for signing department birthday cards. It never got old. That is a genius level idea which I am stealing. It'll work great for cards for the family too. Getting laid off. Yup, last day is December 26th lol. If it was in a Christmas movie you wouldn't believe it. My old company fired 5% of its workforce every year on December 1st. Not me though. I quit right when a major project was about to go live, right after I got my annual bonus and maxed my PTO payout. Fuck you Accenture. I used to work at a retail store that gave everyone who worked on Black Friday a free uncooked Thanksgiving turkey. Yes, they gave us a turkey to cook for Thanksgiving the day after Thanksgiving. The leftover turkeys they didn't sell then. I always hear of people getting turkeys and think awesome free turkey, then I remember I can literally buy a £10 turkey for less than $10 before Thanksgiving. LMAO can go as low as 60 ca pound. Around Illinois. Got one tall boy of Bud Light. Just watched the CO leave in a new Porsche while typing this. Had to hold back my feelings of throwing the can at him. Our CEO flew into town on his private jet and then told us later we couldn't hire a backfill position due to cost crunching. He has a $25 million salary and received a $25 million bonus. The plane maintenance alone could probably pay for a few positions. Don't get an official bonus, but might get a tangerine from the boss. I'd take a good tangerine right now. You don't get the tangerine. You get to look at it. Don't be greedy. I used to work at a pool supply company right after high school. One year the CEO kept going on and on about how great of a gift the employees would be getting from him. He wouldn't let up on how awesome it was going to be. For context, I had recently gotten my yearly evaluation. My district manager explained that he was not allowed to mark more than one category as above average for any one person and excellent could only be given to one person for one category per district. I was promised a 25-cent raise. When I got the paperwork, the 25 cents was scratched out with pen and a 19 cents was written in its place. I figured, hey, this guy will not shut up about how great this gift is and how we're more profitable than ever. Maybe they tried lightening the yearly raise so we would get 2 smaller raises that would be greater than equals the original. We got 1 day off. It has to be pre-approved 3 weeks in advance. It couldn't be between Dec. 20th and Jan. 10th. It couldn't be on a Friday or weekend, and we would be required to come in if asked. The CEO took a vacation for all of December and January. He was so essential he could fuck off for 1/6 of the year. Oh, if you think that's bad. I worked for the same company during university. We would get about 60 to 80% of our revenue during a 3-month period when most people would open and clean their pool for the first time of the year. One year we were just getting hammered with issues. No chlorine, no salt, no sand, missed shipments of other critical merchandise. And we had people quit during a hiring freeze. We had the customers. We just didn't have the inventory to sell to them. Our C-suite decided that during our busy season they would improve morale by touring stores for a month. They spent a day at my store where they mostly stood around and complained that we weren't show floor ready, and that we needed to sell more, quote, ignoring the reason why our displays weren't flawless. Middle of the day during our busiest time of year. The whole reason we weren't selling as much was because they decided to shirk their own fucking responsibilities to raise morale. For a month. Yeah, we aren't selling salt or sand, because we sold out. Here's a thought. If you're the head of logistics and your stores don't have critical supplies, do the thing you're explicitly given a massive salary to do. Otherwise, why the fuck are you employed? You know what doesn't raise morale? Having your boss's boss nitpick your work and get in the way while he actively avoids doing his fucking job. I haven't worked for this company in years and I'm still angry about that shit show of a summer. This place showed me that executives at big companies truly don't give the slightest fuck about the business itself. The only thing any of them care about is that the stock ticker goes up by the end of the quarter. Nothing. Same as last year. Of course, 200 of us did get notice that our jobs end on 12/31. Even better, IT thought it would be good to do a phishing email test that looked like the company gave everyone a $50 Amazon card. To say people were pissed is an understatement. IT thought it would be good to do a phishing email test that looked like the company gave everyone a $50 Amazon card. As an IT guy, this is actually a very good phishing test. Yeah, but do it in like June, not right ahead of Christmas time. I know. You'll catch more people doing it when they think it's a Christmas gift. And that's the whole point. But unless there's actually a $50 gift card coming their way, it's really shitty to basically say, hey, here's a Christmas bonus. Surprise, we lied, it's a 2-hour mandatory training session instead. I got a $30 DoorDash voucher. Bought almost all of my lunch for one day. We only pulled in like $500 million in revenue last year. Times are really tough. Edit. When I say revenue, I meant profit. I worked for an overnight delivery service. Not FedEx. More local. In 1998 during the big UPS strike. We worked like 60-hour weeks for a month, our business quadrupled, and the company made millions. When it ended, the owners of the company sent out bonuses to everyone. A $5 Chili's gift certificate. Cue everyone leaving the shop after the meeting. And the floor being carpeted with gift certificates. 2 weeks later, we got a note in our pay envelopes that they heard of our displeasure with the bonuses and gave us an extra $200 that week. Even in 1998 you could walk into a Chili's and maybe take a deep breath for $5. Greedy assholes. I can't remember which company it was now. But I remember hearing about a company trying to custom order a ton of $3 Starbucks gift cards as a holiday gift for employees because the standard minimum amount that can be loaded to a gift card is $5. My favorite is when they give out like $20 Grubhub gift cards. Like cool. You gifted me an obligation to spend an extra $10 to order shitty takeout because Grubhub doesn't cost $20. Thanks. Fuck gift cards in general.